Gal pals, girlfriends, BFFs, no matter what you call them, friendships play a major role in the lives and happiness of women. Here with tips on how to be a better friend, we welcome back the author of Table for 51, Lessons Learned from Sharing Meals Across America, Sherry Lead. It is so nice to see you.
It's great to see you too. You know, this is the first time I've been here where it's been kind of rainy.
Oh, well, welcome. You're our sunshine so many other days when you come visit us. Well, let's talk about just how important these female friendships are, because when we do fill up that cup for ourselves, it's so good, but it can be hard to find the time.
It is hard to find the time, but it's so important to be intentional about it. And you realize that when you go through life stuff, and life throws us curveballs all the time, and those girlfriends, you know, those are your ride or dies.
It really can be life-changing when you're going through those really tough things. You have some really great tips for us to maintain and foster these friendships. So, number one, listen to understand, not to respond.
Yes,
That's
I
so
think
important.
that's one of the key things.
Yeah.
Listen to understand versus listening to respond. And in the book that you just mentioned, I went around the country and sat with women, and I learned what a difference it makes to sit there with the mindset that I'm going to just listen here to understand this person.
Yeah. Not thinking about what am I going to say next, what's my next question, how am I going to pivot the conversation, just kind of marinating sometimes.
And it makes it so much more interesting. And it really, and I find that you get the same back. This energy you put out there, you get the same back.
That's so true. Okay, the next one is don't keep score. We can all be guilty of that sometimes.
Yes, it's really, really easy, especially with social media. You know, this is not just something that teenagers have problems with. You know, I hear it from my girlfriends as well when they're looking at social media. Not to keep score. That's not what life's about.
No, we're all living such different experiences, and the social media of it all, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, or that's kind of a highlight reel that we have to remind ourselves. This is a great one. Reach out first.
Yes, and it could be so hard. Sometimes, you know, it kind of goes with that keeping score. You think, wow, why am I always the one to reach out? Well, maybe it's because you're the one that has the ability to.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes some of us have been raised where we're not used to making the first move. And sometimes, even though this is not necessarily gender specific, sometimes women are, you know, from our dating lives, we're not used to asking someone out first, even a friend.
That's true.
So make the first move. It's okay.
It's okay to be uncomfortable a little bit. You got to put yourself out there.
Yes.
That's how great things happen.
And it gets more, one of my guy friends said, actually, when he started dating, he was like, I just got used to getting rejected, so I started making the first move all the time. And so the more practice, the easier it gets.
There you go. Okay, now this kind of goes into that. Invite someone to your home. Do you feel like sometimes we don't want people to come over because it's messy, it's not perfect, I don't want you to see the tornado in my house right now?
Yes, and we set this up, and there's something just magical about being in somebody's home. It's such a gift to be in somebody's home. And you know, in my travels, there are a few homes I went into, and I could feel that person in that home, and it just made everything, the conversation, more rich to see them in their space.
Yeah, it kind of takes that guard down, and it becomes just a much more intimate experience.
Yes, and it's a gift to invite somebody in your home. It just really means that you trust them.
Okay, how about this? When a friend is going through something tough or just a busy time, check in so simply. Just send that one text, just checking in on you. That's all it has to be?
Yes, just checking in. And you know, if you know they're going through a tough time, say, hey, I'm going to check in from time to time. No pressure to respond.
Oh, that's so great. And then the ball's in their court.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Because sometimes, you know, if you're going through something hard, especially maybe a health crisis or a relationship crisis, it's hard to respond to all the people. And it's such a relief to just say, okay, I don't have to respond, but gosh, it feels good when somebody's thinking of me.
Exactly, just that little lifeline with no pressure attached to it. Okay, this next one is great. Celebrate without comparison. That's a good thing to remember.
Yes, you know, I recently joined a speaking group. I started professional speaking. It's a new group to me, and I'm amazed at how many people celebrate each other's small wins or big wins even. And I thought, wow, these are my people. And even though we're both going, you know, we're all going kind of for the same gigs, the fact that we're celebrating each other, it turns around, and then we're, because people only want to hire you for one time, and they need someone else, and they're offering, their friend who just celebrated them. So celebrating your friends, it'll come back. It pays.
Yeah, it goes back to the not keeping score thing, right? You do have the ability to uplift the people around you, and it doesn't take anything away from you.
No, it just adds.
There you go. Okay, I love that. Okay, here's one more. Show up on time and follow through on commitments. This feels like something we've been talking about a lot lately.
Yeah, and it's tricky because I know people get a little tricky on time-sensitive stuff because there are some people that run late. I'm very time-sensitive, and so I've had to, one, have grace, but two, I was talking to one of my friends who runs late, and she said, and I told her, well, I think of it as a gift. If you really value your friend, you value their time. So showing up on time is really telling them, I value your time.
Yeah.
And she said, I never thought of it that way. And when I think about it that way, okay, that makes sense. And I'm going to try, because I didn't realize that's the message the other person might be receiving.
And how great is that you had one simple conversation and were able to cut through that, and not so complicated.
Yeah, and it wasn't blame or anything. It's just, this is a gift when you show up on time. You're valuing their time.
That's so beautiful. Well, it was so nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by again.
Yeah, thank you. It's always great. Rain or shine.
Rain or shine. We'll see you again soon. Okay, Sherry's book again is Table for 51. We'll have more information on our website at KATU.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.